What is up, people? What is up, gente? What is up? I hope y'all are having a lovely night, lovely evening, lovely day, wherever y'all at. Y'all better, I hope y'all putting the pedal to the metal, getting the miles. Cause I'm stuck sitting here for the last few hours in Winchester, Kentucky. I picked up a load of, I think it was apple cider out of Shelby, Michigan the other day or yesterday, something like that. And brought it down here, and I was supposed to get offloaded at 9, but I've just been sitting here, which, oh well, it is what it is. Just get that, detention, submit it in, and make my money through detention, I guess, right? So, yeah, it is what it is. I've been here since, what I say, since 9 a.m., and it's now going on to, actually, I don't even know, but let me check real quick. So the phone says, what does the phone say? Phone says it's 7:48. Anyways, so I wanted to hop on here real quick, and I wanted to talk about something actually, or maybe ask you guys actually, and that's regarding CB radios, man. Currently as I record this video, it's October 26, 2025, 2025. I currently don't have a CB radio in the truck because, well, it's only the reality is because I just started here buying them about a month ago, or more than a month ago, and I didn't bring my CB radio with me because it was the last thing on my mind when I left the house, when I packed up my stuff to come to orientation. Now that I don't have a CB radio, I got that little empty cubby hole up on the top there. I feel a little, not so much as a real truck driver, I guess you can say, and it makes me feel like I'm not one of y'all. It makes me feel like I'm out of place. And I guess my question to y'all is, should I be feeling that way? Should I be feeling like I don't belong, that I don't deserve the title of a truck driver since I don't have a CB radio in my truck? Because part of the issue too is that sometimes when I did have the CB radio in my truck, anytime I called out to ask a question or to basically, inquire which lane I should be in or what's going on up there, I always got the response of, if you had your CB radio on, you wouldn't need to be asking this question. Or a better one is, I already said it. Or you got the other guy, asking right after I asked, which lane should I be in? Or asking right after I asked as well too, what happened? You know what I'm saying? And then obviously you got the fools on there that like to talk junk, that basically are level 10, better yet, as the homies call them, gravy seals from, the meal team that, swear up and down that they're going to kick your behind and this and that. Anyways, I guess I'm asking, am I really missing much by not having a CB radio? Because now that I don't have the CB radio in the truck, I honestly kind of just feel like I haven't missed much. Because I usually run my Garmin diesel GPS alongside my Google Maps on the phone, when I'm trying to get somewhere. And Google Maps and the diesel app, running from the phone to connected through Bluetooth to the GPS, does a pretty good job in telling you if there's any kind of delay on the road. And then even with weather, like during winter time or anything like that, I'll usually just go on the apps, for the individual state and just look it up. Or you can even just Google it. Literally, you can just Google it. You can do a voice command, with I don't know what phone you guys use. I use I've always been a Samsung Galaxy guy. Well, I won't say always, but for the most part, I've always been an Android dude. And the AI now has just been phenomenal. Has been just incredible. That anytime I just need to figure something out, what's going on, I'll just ask it and it'll tell you. Or for the most part, it'll try to at least be current. So, anyways, I'm asking, am I missing anything by not having a CB radio? And we finally got unloaded. So I gotta go hop on the scale. Gotta do a U-turn up here somewhere. And then we'll be out of here. So give me a second, y'all. So I'm finally parked here at this little truck stop. If you ever come to Winchester, Kentucky, I forgot what this place is called. Let me look it up real quick. It's called Winchester Farms Dairy. So if you drive for Bynum or even maybe Indian River, I've seen them here. I haven't seen Flow Trends, but I've seen Bynum and obviously Bynum, right? And then Indian River. So if you drive for them, and there's literally a truck stop called Winchester 96 truck stop, like literally less than 5 minutes down the road. So just look it up on your GPS if you don't you know if you don't know what to do. But it does get packed, and it's a dirt lot. It has craters and stuff, so just be aware of that. And currently there's no amenities or anything. The actual store itself is closed, so there's nothing. It's just somewhere to park, and it's literally like 5 minutes down the road, like I said. But anyways, since going back to the CB radio stuff, man, I guess I would say that, like to anybody that's new, that just got back into truck driving or that's just coming on board to, truck driving, I wouldn't, tell you to just go ahead and rush out there and, buy a CB radio, especially if you don't got the money like that, especially if you're getting paid 45 cents per mile, because, yeah, man, I mean, you're not really missing much. Most of the fools on the CB radio are usually arguing or being racist, or they think they're, part of the Gravy Seals, meal team. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you're not missing much. Um, now with social media, um, Google Maps, you can even download each individual state's DOT app. And as a matter of fact, I would actually recommend that because the state DOT apps usually will give you live feed from their cameras, will give you like urgent advisories, alerts for like, construction going on a certain part of a road, or an accident that just happened, or congestion, or weather situations that you can, possibly avoid. So, in my opinion, again, if you're low on funds and you ain't got the feria, you ain't got the money, I wouldn't just be like, yeah, go out there and get you a CB radio. I mean, it's a nice little luxury to have, because I'll be honest, even after I just talked all this junk, when I come back from home time, I'm more than likely probably going to bring back my CB radio and hook it up myself, just so that, I can have the aesthetics of being a truck driver, and I have that little windy thing where, you can, just wind it down and it'll cue it up and say your piece and then just let it go and it'll return. Um, so I have mine dangling or whatever. I don't have to like drop it there or do something like that or whatever. It's just cool the way I have mine set up, in my opinion. Um, but I'm gonna leave y'all with this. I'm just curious. Do you have a CB radio in your truck? And if you don't have a CB radio, is it because you're broke? You're a brokey? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Um, but is it just mostly because you're like, man, ain't nobody using them junks? I'm just curious, And if you do have a CB radio, what's your CB handle, Do you actually, still live to that code of the road, with having a CB handle or whatever. Personally, I don't have a CB handle because, I just, I really don't. It is what it is. On the streets, right? When I was growing up as a knucklehead, um, the homies, called me, something, but that's, that was back then, you know what I'm saying? So I guess, my social media handle is at truckinvato. So if you guys want to add me on Instagram or TikTok, then go show some love. Add me on there, man. And yeah. And if you need to send me an email, you can also do that at truckinvato@gmail.com. So it's truckinvato@gmail.com if you need to send me an email for whatever reason, which, and I do appreciate you guys, that got questions or whatever regarding trucking, getting your CDL or trying to get into tanker or whatever, getting your hazmat. But I live out of the state of Florida, so just FYI, if you need to ask me questions about that stuff. But yeah, man. So yeah, we're parked for the night finally after wasting literally a whole day here. At Winchester. Like I said, I got here at 9 a.m. and it's now about to be 9 p.m. in 30 minutes. So we finally parked up. This place was tight because it's really late and there was not much spots left, so I just literally plugged myself in where I could. Luckily, I drive a tank, so that's one of the advantages that you can pretty much squeeze in, right? But anyways, um, yeah, man. So hope you guys are good out there on the road, man. And 1 month down with Bynum and getting ready to go home. I think I got one more load before I can go home. So yeah, I'm a nose. But y'all stay safe out on the roads, and I'll check in with you guys later.